Hey guys, it's me. It's Jess. I'm going to be doing another video. I'm going to do it on my spirituality, and I'm going to explain kind of my spirituality and how it works, the things I do. Okay. So first of all, I was a Christian growing up. My mom took me to church, and then I got involved on my own into a church, and then into a very, very kind of strict church. And I was there for a while. And then as soon as I got diagnosed with my bipolar, I kind of drifted away because I felt like it just wasn't my place and it wasn't right for me. And I just didn't feel like I fit in at all. And so I had this concept of God, more so a concept of what people thought God was, other people, or something that I didn't understand in my head. Then when I came off the alcohol, when I got off the alcohol, I decided to take a spiritual journey, and then I needed a spiritual journey in my life to help with everything. It's not the cure. It doesn't cure all my issues. It doesn't anything. It just helps me. So just to be clear about that, I don't believe it's just going to cure everything, the stuff I do. It's just my mental health is always going to be there. I'm always going to be working on it. So I started to, over time, open up my mind more and more to understand where God was, or where he was, how I understood God, it, she, and my view on spirituality in the world and what works for me. So I started reading books. I read a lot of books. I have quite a bit of books here. I started doing gratitude. I started journaling. I started writing down what kind of God I would want, what I would need from a God, or what I'd want, or how I would see it. I started spending time in nature, and stuff like that, and talking to spiritual people, being around spiritual people. And I started to learn how I understood God. For me to share how I understand God, that would be a video in itself. If you want me to share how I understand God, where I see God in the different things in my lives, then I'll make a video of that. Please request that. But that's a big issue in itself to even explain. And I can't really fully explain God, but we'll call it, or source, or creator, whatever works for you. I can't fully describe it because it's experiences too, but I can tell you kind of where I find it, kind of, and how it works in my life. So that's another video. If you guys want to see that video, please put a request down low. Where am I? So a lot of things that I do is I try to work on books. I try to read books, spiritual books. I can do a video on that too. Let me know below. Another thing that I have come to understand God working through is crystals. I have a crystal collection, and I love it. They're beautiful. So crystals. Another thing is that I just recently I have a tarot card deck and an angel cards that I'm working on learning how to use. Another kind of thing is my spiritual life. A big part is nature, being in nature, and I think it's spiritual just to connect with other humans on a really deep level. I personally only have few people who I can do that with right now just because of trust issues, but that's all right. I'll take it. It's still wonderful. in the animals. What else? I sage. Sometimes I sage. That makes me feel better. Meditation, huge part of my life. Huge part of my life. So I meditate, and I read just small books here and there. Gratitude, and just in general, just wanting to connect with a higher power. Connect. Prayer. You can call it prayer. I consider my journal prayer, time with God when I'm writing in my journal. I consider it prayer. And yeah, I don't know what I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing things. And I sage, and I have crystals, and I have the cards, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else I'm missing, but those are kind of the things I do. The books are a huge part to me. I know what I'm missing. YouTube. I find spiritual channels on YouTube, and I follow them, and I learn. If you want to know which ones I've kind of followed in the past and now, I'll put it below if you'd like to know. So yeah, those are kind of the things that I do in my spiritual life. So if you want me to do an extension of this video on something else, like the crystals, the saging, the cards, the books, any kind of thing like that, and you want me to do like more in details how it works for me, if you have any questions, leave a comment below, anything like that. This is a topic that my heart is on fire for. It's helped improve my life hugely. Anybody can do it. You can have any kind of higher power, anything that works for you. I know I have some angels looking out for me, and that helps me. Anything that gives you strength, anything that will give you strength to keep going and comfort you, is great. So yeah, let me know if you want another video more detailed on stuff. I can actually do a video even on the books that I've read. So anyways, with that, I will say bye.